morning! This is everything you need to know about Minecraft Alpha. Minecraft Alpha was released after the Infdev versions of Minecraft. The world generation of Alpha 1.0 was the same as Infdev generation. With the exception of new chunks, there was plant life, like sugarcane, that would spawn on sand blocks, clay blocks that would spawn near water, and new redstone ore that could be used for redstone wiring. I'm making a series on redstone wiring, so if you'd like to see that, then I would recommend subscribing. Thank you to those of you who have already subscribed. Sneaking was added in Alpha 1.1, which meant it was possible to not fall off a block, which made bridging over lava a breeze. In the Alpha 1.2 release, the world generation got a complete overhaul. The textures changed to be less saturated, adding different biomes and temperatures like deserts and oceans. Another addition in Alpha 1.2 was the Hell dimension, which consisted of seas of lava and a flesh-looking block. In Alpha, the first structure was added. This was the dungeon. Dungeons are small rooms with blocks called spawners in them that spawn mobs to protect the dungeon treasure, with the greatest treasure being the golden apple. In our survival series, World 1, where we are going through all the versions of Minecraft, we spent 2 months trying to find a golden apple. Did we find one? Stick around to find out. The bedrock breaking glitch from Infdev still works in Alpha, but there is an alternative method where you can bone meal a sapling, and if it becomes a large tree, there are chances it breaks the bedrock you want. However, the other method is way better. There is a glitch with the fishing rod, which is a new item that was added to Alpha 1.1. And the fishing rod's durability can be used and then added to another fishing rod with full durability to replenish the durability of the first fishing rod. Just make sure you don't stack these the wrong way around. Another interesting glitch is while breaking a lit furnace, the lit furnace item would drop. However, this item would eventually be removed from the game. Speaking of items, there are 44 new items added in Alpha. 11 of these items are blocks that are obtainable. 3 of them were in the game in Infdev, but were unobtainable in Infdev, such as the brick block with the lovely white grouting and the mossy cobblestone. Man, I love mossy cobblestone. I think it's the best item added to the game. Let me know in the comments which block is your favorite. Speaking of favorites, we're now on to mobs. There are 5 new mobs that are added in Alpha. The mob spawning is just like Infdev, where it decides if the mob is passive or aggressive depending on the light level of the area that they spawn in. The new passive mob being the cow and the chicken. 1 neutral mob was added, the zombie pigman. A neutral mob acts like a passive mob unless they are attacked first. Then they become hostile. Lastly, the 2 hostile mobs, the slime in the overworld and the big bad ghast. Due to the mob spawning rates being increased, ghasts make the new hell dimension almost impossible to navigate. Almost. Something new and exciting that was added to Alpha was the implementation of Redstone. Redstone is amazing when it comes to making your home free from mobs, by having levers that open and close doors. If you want to learn how Redstone works, click on the iCard for a breakdown on every Redstone component. A more efficient way of stopping mobs from getting into our base was with the soul sand block. What would happen is you'd sink into the soul sand block, and it would stop you from entering into the house. This was fixed in later versions of the game. It also let you pass through it, but didn't let you pass back, creating one-way doors. Before updating from Infdev to Alpha, I would recommend trimming the world back to remove any unnecessary terrain generation, and to have close access to new items. This is not necessary, but for our World 1 series, which I stream on Twitch, go follow me there. We trimmed the world back to 1 chunk radius for Infdev, so that only our outposts remained. After updating to Alpha 1.0, we went exploring looking for 1 of each item, which meant finding easy stuff like clay, cactus, sugarcane, and mob drops like leather, milk, and eggs. We then needed to find some slime for slime balls. Slime only spawn underground, so while underground looking for slime, we got the new redstone and crafted the redstone related items and the newly added wooden stairs and the new iron door. We then tried to find multiple dungeons for a saddle and the 2 rare discs that could be played in a record player. We spent 2 months trying to find a golden apple. We gathered 25 saddles in this time while looting dungeons. But when it came to the golden apple, luck didn't seem to be on our side. We then updated to Alpha 1.1, trimming the world back to 2 chunk radius. In this version, only 2 items were added, the fishing rod, which stacks, and the compass, which points to your spawn location, which just happens to be in the center of our outpost. What luck! We then updated to Alpha 1.2, and with the addition of the Hell dimension, we spent some time building a wall to stop any ghast from blowing up our spawn portal. I've also protected this area for a future build, so you'll have to subscribe if you would like to see that. While building the wall, we collected the nether items. Glowstone was hard, as you get 1 glowstone dust per block, and it requires 9 glowstone dust to make a glowstone block. Now that doesn't seem right. It also made it hard to collect, as ghast would blow you off any tower you built. Ghast are truly a menace, as on top of the loud noise, the fireballs, and the corresponding fire, so many would spawn and eventually crash the game if you didn't take care of them in time. With the wall complete and all the items from Hell collected, it was time to build the archive room. At the point where we had one of each item, the archive room looked like this. But after some remodeling, very nice. After spending some time in alpha, our hair had grown out and our clothes damaged, but luckily, now ready to update to Minecraft beta. If you enjoyed this video, then hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. If you want to see how we did in beta, check out the video on the left, or check this one out on the right for some redstone know-how. Have a great night, thanks for watching, bye!